Hi guys, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a fantastic day. Y'all, let's do something oh so useful and oh so simple. Stay tuned. Okay guys, so today what we're going to do is we're going to make something that is so simple, so unique, but so needed. And if you happen to be a book reader, or if you happen to be someone who likes to journal, this is going to be very useful to you. Or if you happen to know someone who loves reading books, who loves journaling, or who loves writing in general, this will be perfect for them. And I am going to bring in the two that I've made. And what these are, they are oh so simple. They are magnetic bookmarks. And I have used some scrap magnets that came in one of my notepad packs that I got with my 12 little notepads. They give you these wonderful magnets in case you want to hang these on the refrigerator or a file cabinet. And I didn't, but I didn't want to throw them out either because I knew I could find some way to use them. And I think that this is just an awesome way to use them. So I am going to bring in my personal gratitude journal just so that I can show you guys how these work. So they open up to the point of where I've got a strip of glue to hold the pen. So we place it in and the magnet catches your paper and it holds it in place. So you can place it in your book like this, and you've got your pen, or you can take it and place it at the top, and you have your pen. It is such a unique little way to make bookmarks, and for those of you who are doing craft fairs, I can envision these being a big craft fair hit. Now, it doesn't take much to make them, and it doesn't take long to make them, so we're going to make two. This will be a very quick project, and this is one of those projects that we all need. We're always trying to figure out how do we attach our pens to our skinny notepads, to our traveler's notebooks, to our journals, whatever. And now you can have a little bookmark that you can customize the size. Your bookmark doesn't have to be the size of this one, but you can customize the size so that you can have your pen attached as well as a little bookmark that you just snap in place and it holds. So like I said, we're going to make two, and I am using scrap for this, and I have two pieces that measure 4 by 10, and I am going to score both of these. The first score is at 1 1/4. Rotate it to the opposite 4-inch side and score at 1. And I'll do them both. So my first score on the 4-inch side is 1 1/4. Then I'll rotate it to the opposite end and score at 1. And then I am going to just remove some magnets. The good thing about these magnets, they already have adhesive on the back. So I am going to use 4 magnets on this project. And I am just going to go ahead and trim off a little bit. These magnets they're kind of like rubber, but they work. And they're easy to cut through. So I just reduced them in size, and I wouldn't throw this away because you can probably find a reason to use it as well. So I am going to take, I'm going to do this side. So I am going to take both of my 4 by 10 pieces and fold and burnish the score marks. And then I'm going to take the magnet and I am going to place it approximately 1/4 inch from the bottom. You don't have to worry about being exact on this because we're going to fix anything that's not even when we do our fold. So again, I'm going to place it 1/4 of an inch from the bottom in between the score marks. And I'm just going to go ahead and do both at the same time. And that's 1/4 of an inch from the bottom inside of my scores. And y'all are going to see just how quickly this little project comes together. And this black on black is a little bit hard to see, but I think I've got it. So now that we have our pieces down like this, I am just going to fold this up and over like that, just so that I can get my crease marks. And I'll do the same thing on both of them. Fold it up and over. And then I'm simply going to come in and just cut up to the score mark, straight up on both sides where I've got my fold. Then I'm going to take my finger blade, or you can take your scissors, and I'm going to do a very slight angle cut on that side piece. Not deep. And the reason for that is when I fold that over and I fold that in, I want to make sure that I'm not exposing any of that magnet. And if it looks like I can take off a little more, I will. So just do a test fit, and when you see that you can take off more, go ahead and remove a little bit, but make sure that you don't have your magnet showing. So I'm going to do the same thing down here. I'm going to go up to that first score mark and just drag straight down to free that up. And then I'm simply going to do my mitered angle cut. And now you can see we have that. So what we're going to do right here is we're going to take some glue, place it on these two pieces, fold them over. I'm going to use my paper towel just to get that stuck. And then I'll use my big old spatula to not only get it stuck, but to clean it up just a little bit. So I am going to just fold that piece over, use my paper towel, then I'll use my big old spatula, and we'll get everything nice and stuck. So now we have this, and we can fold it over. So I am just going to take my glue, place my glue on the back. If you wanted, you could place something on the inside, but just make sure that you don't place any more paper other than this paper over the magnet, because these are not very strong magnets, but they will go through this type of paper and still have that nice magnetic stick. If you put too many layers of paper on top of it, then it'll weaken. Then it might weaken the stick. So I've got that stuck down. Going to do the same thing over here. And the beauty of these bookmarks is you can really dress them up as much as you want. You could even add some danglies where the pen loop is, completely up to you. So I am just going to get that nice and flat. Now we're going to do the same thing over here. So I've already folded it just like this. So now I'm going to use my finger blade, go up to the score mark, and release that little tab right there. And then I will simply angle in here. And then angle in here so that when I fold this over, everything looks nice and neat, just like that. So we'll do that down on this end as well. I'll go up to my score mark and free up that tab. And then I'll cut my angles. Let's take our glue, place our glue right there. And we're going to get this stuck down Then I'll use my big old spatula to really get it stuck and cleaned up. And I'll do the same thing here. So I'm going to place my glue. Get it stuck. And then I'll add my glue to my outer flaps and we'll fold these in. So basically you're going to have 3 layers of paper on the center part of your little bookmark, and for me that's more than enough because it gives you wonderful sturdiness. So I'm going to place glue on this. We're going to get it stuck. And then I'll flip it over, and if I have any little pointies on the end, I'm just going to round those off with my spatula. Just kind of tuck them in by hitting them with the spatula. So now we have these two, and the rest really is very simple. So I am going to take this and just bend it over until my 2 magnets meet, and then I'll take my fingers and just work it up towards the top. I'm not going to fold that because I don't want that fold line. I really want roundness. So I'm going to take my pen and just place my pen right there, and then I'm just going to fold this just a little, just like that. And what I'm doing when I'm folding this, it's basically telling me where I need to place my glue. So I am going to place my glue on my fold line. Then I can take this and put it back down just like that. So now I can take my spatula here and just sort of round out my pen loop. And we'll let that dry and we will work on decorating it in just a minute. But we're going to do the same thing with this one. So we're simply going to take it, not folding it in half, but just bringing it over so that the 2 magnets meet. Then I'm going to take my fingers and just kind of work my way to the top. Then I'll take my pen, place my pen in wherever I want it. Once I have my pen in, I am just going to fold this to get that spot where I want to place my glue. And I'll take my glue, place it on that fold, and then I can take this, place it down just like that. So then I'll take my spatula and just sort of round out that top. So we're going to set that one to the side so that we can go ahead and just work on decorating this. So as you can see, I decorated these two with my stickers, and I am going to do the same thing on this one. I am simply going to decorate with some stickers. And I think what I want to do, what I'm going to do is I am going to take my Christmas tree. I want to get some presents too, so let me see if I've got any presents on here that I can use. Yep, I do see some. So I am going to take my Christmas tree, place my Christmas tree right there. Then I am just going to take these little presents and put them around the bottom just like that. And then I saw a little bow on here that I want to grab and use on the top of my Christmas tree just like that. So now I have this little cutie, and I can take my pen, put it through the top because my glue is nice and dry. I am going to bring my little journal back in, and I can open this, place it this way, and it's going to catch. Place it this way, and it's going to catch. I I can close my book just like that, or I can spin it around to this side. So I am going to go ahead and decorate this one very simply, very cutely. I am going to take this little Santa Claus, place it right there, and then I'm going to take this little sticker that says Santa Claus and place it right there. These are so simple to make, but because they're so small, guys, you really don't have to do a whole lot to them to get them decorated and prettied up. Doesn't take a whole lot. So we'll take this one and we're going to place it inside of my little journal here, and you can see that you can hold it on the side or you can flip it to the top, and it's completely up to you guys on how you want your magnetic bookmark to fit inside of your journal, your traveler's notebook, your book that you happen to be reading, whatever it is. These are so simple, so stinking cute, and another way to use up our scraps. And an awesome way, if you happen to buy notepads that have the magnets on the back, just remove the magnets and cut them down and save them for some of your projects. So guys, I hope that you have liked this very quick, very easy, and very useful little craft. And if you have, please hit the like button. If you are not a subscriber to my channel, but you have a lot of scraps, I hope that this has inspired you to subscribe. And if it has, please hit that notification bell so that you will know every time that I upload a video. You guys, stay safe, be kind, happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.